Invincible is a story about failure. Unlike most shows, it doesn't just challenge its protagonist, it punishes him. Mark isn't just tested, he is broken, beaten, and forced to confront the brutal and unforgiving reality of what it means to fail. In season 3, when I see Oliver, I am reminded so much of Mark from the earlier seasons. He is this bright-eyed kid, full of excitement and wonder. He looks up to his brother with so much pride, similar to how Mark used to look at his own father. However, Mark is no longer that same bright-eyed kid. The world is cruel, and somewhere down the line, he realized that there's no such thing as the perfect hero. Not everyone can be saved. Not everyone can be helped. Even if he wants it to be, he can't. He is invincible. He can lift mountains, fly into space. He is nearly invulnerable, but also can't stop a little girl and her mother from being burned alive by their deranged father. When someone experiences failure, they have two choices. They can either accept what they can't change and grow from it, or they can develop guilt, which will later become regret, and it will eat at them. Mark is no exception to this. Mark has a lot to feel guilty for. Countless lives have been taken during his battles. Conquest, Angstrom Levy, his father, they're all examples of his failure. Failures that weigh on him heavily. Mark could not even stop Powerplex from killing his own family, and he has to bear that weight every single day. He has to bear the weight of seeing that little girl's corpse nearly fried, a pile of ash. Someone who never asked for any of this. To us, the audience, it's easy to say none of this was Mark's fault, but that doesn't matter, because to him, it is. And that's the thing about regret. The whole world can tell you that you're not to blame, it's not your fault. But if you feel responsible, no amount of reassurance can change that. To Mark, it is his fault. These are his failures. In his mind, he should have been strong enough to stop these things. He is invincible, the strongest hero on earth. He needs to be strong. If he is not strong, what will happen to the people he's supposed to protect? To the people he loves? To him, it is because he wasn't strong enough that those horrible things happened. Mark has put the weight of the world on his shoulders, and it is not healthy. Mark is a person whose failures haunt him. However, it is because of this method of character building that I find Invincible so interesting and unique from other shows. The show allows Mark to continuously fail over and over again. It forces him to face challenges that only he can face. The people around him, his mother, his friends, and even Eve, may try to help, but really they can't truly understand his position. They can't carry the same burden he does. They aren't the ones who are expected to always be strong, to be the last line of defense when everything else is on the line. They don't know what it feels like to be the planet's strongest, the one seen as humanity's trump card. Mark isn't just carrying his own struggles, he is carrying the hopes of the entire world on his shoulders, and that kind of pressure isolates him in a way that those who care about him can't fully grasp. When we face life-altering challenges, we often come to the realization that, in the end, it's up to us to overcome them. It is something we must face alone, but in doing so, it results in growth. And what's special about Invincible is we get to see that growth in real time. Invincible uses failure as a tool to grow its characters. It is harsh, it is cruel, but it's also kind of relatable. How many times in the real world have we had to lose before we are ready to win? How many times have we had to do it alone? It is challenging, but it is these moments of failure that give us the chance to change, the chance to evolve. We can be held down by our failures or use it as a chance to develop a new level of maturity. Failure can be devastating. Invincible is a show that does not hold that back. But when we look back on the times we overcame it, we realized that it was essential in creating a better version of ourselves. That's all.